FEU playing in a more solid fashion with each and every set. After a tight one, 25-23 in set number 1, they closed it out much earlier in set number 2, 25-17.
All right, set number 2 again, FEU winning that one. And the most notable thing that we have to mention is that Kai Nepomuceno came in the second set, but it was a bit too late. Medyo malaki na yung kalamangan.
She was a non-factor na.
Yeah, she couldn't make any difference at that point. But now, this could totally change, no? Itong pagpasok ng itong third set. I'm sure Kai Nepomuceno, however well-conditioned she was, but after having a bout with gastroenteritis, she's definitely not 100% going into this match. Siguro hindi pa nga masyado nakapag-warm up, but let's see what she can offer or what she can do to probably lift the spirits or probably the leadership that she can give to NU right now, because they're down by 2 sets. Like what we said, the #1 order of the day for the NU Bulldogs is to halt that 5-game losing streak. So sayang, pero now mukhang ayun na naman, doon na naman sila papunta. 15 points in the attacks for FEU, only 7 for NU. You're not gonna win a set with only 7 attack points. Blocks, NU having 1. Service aces 2 for FEU and 1 for NU. And unforced errors were tied at 8 apiece. Coach Francis Vicente right there, probably thinking that what do I need to do, you know, to get these girls really fired up, give out more effort and energy into this match.
Well, looking at the numbers, kita-kita mo na halos lamang pa nga ang NU in blocking. Talo lang sila sa service aces and unforced errors. Patas, ano? So, kulang lang sila sa attacks. And yun yata ang maibibigay ni Kai Nepomuceno pagpasok sa ating set number 3.
Well, gastroenteritis or no gastroenteritis, she will always be the #1 option in offense. So, tignan natin.
But that service error to start it off, really.
Captain Giselle C.
Getting the ire
from Byron.
Coach Francis Vicente. So 1-0 with an easy point. Ang FEU. Tip over by Salibad. Nice dig again by Agno, who's really been a defensive juggernaut para dito sa FEU. And Nepomuceno is blocked.
For the second point.
So 2-0 to start for FEU and Nepomuceno. They're trying to get her into the rhythm of the offense, but it hasn't panned out as well as they would like. Itong National University. And speaking of NU, let's listen in. Victor Lopez.
You know, in that last little Eric, Coach Francis actually asked the girls whether or not they know the difference between a setter and a spiker, telling the girls that this is the 4th time that he is reminding them to watch the setter first before they even look at the spiker. Now, you know, by the return of Kai, the girls hopefully are more reinvigorated though by the return of Kai Nepomuceno. But of course, Coach Francis is looking out for her, saying that she should pace herself. He told her that her heart is very admirable, but she shouldn't force herself because at the end of the day, you know, her health is more important than her pushing herself for the win today. Eric and Ian.
All right, thank you, Victor. There's Coach Francis Vicente, obviously concerned with Kai Nepomuceno, and of course, the #1 concern in the UAAP is the safety of the players, regardless of whether or not you win or lose. That's very far second concern when safety is questioned. And obviously, you know, we want everybody to be safe, and this is all fun and games. We all take it seriously, but at the same time, academics and health will obviously be the #1 concern for the people that are taking care of these student athletes in the UAAP. FEU up by 1, 3-2 here in set number 3. Let's check in this time with Bea Coronel.
Well, Coach Ness had both good and bad things to say about that previous set. The good being that the girls seemed to communicate more. That is why trust was established and better plays were executed. However, in terms of the bad, still not all of his players seem to be focused, and the rest still lacked focus and the good judgment to play. Now, Coach made it very clear that if they did not make the necessary adjustments and quickly, NU would always be breathing down their necks looking to extend the game. So if there was a set to pull out all the stops and come out with a win, it would be this one. Eric and Ian?
All right, thank you. Bea, indeed. I mean, if you know, if there was a set that they should really pour their everything into, it would be set number 3. You don't want to give NU, who is struggling right now, a fighting chance to come back into this game. And those are the instructions of Coach Nes Pamilat, to give it your all here in set number 3, and let's take this all the way home. But so far, this offense of NU invigorated with the entry of Kai Nepomuceno, who scored 2 points here in set number 3, but they are still down by 2.
That's right. And they try to go to a ganon. But the set was too low. Kaya kita natin.
Tsaka parang dalawang isip siya kung ano bang gagawin niya. Is she gonna hit it higher?
That goes out.
Well, too much diagonal on that hit or that serve by Rosemary Vargas, and you within 1-4-5. Pero what you would love, or what you love about NU here in set number 3 is they're a lot more aggressive.
Yes.
With Kaine Nepomuceno on the floor, they're attacking a lot more.
Eulalio this time with an off speed.
6.
Able to penetrate the defense of NU.
Mary Rose Maniel for FE.
6 serving 4. FEU 2-0. As you can see in the yellow box in the middle of our scoreboard, bottom left of your TV screens.
Nice.
Oh, nice timing. Aganon finally being able to figure it out.
Nice set. Going to Aganon. This was perfect. Tama yung height ng bola. Aganon was right there already waiting for the ball coming from Salibad. So inaabangan niya, and that's the right way to hit a quick attack.
Nice dig by Nepomuceno. Here comes Byron.
Interference.
Byron with
Byron.
a touch
7
of the net.
Again, the set was too close to the net. Byron still approaching, like, you know, she had some distance from the net. Talagang ayun, very clear.
Sumampay, ano?
Oo. That was, you know, if the set is too close to the net and you still attack it the same way, talagang aabot at aabutan ng kamay mo yan.
And the first reception from Byron, a little too strong. Salibad unable to control it, and Majorie Rojas with the put away para sa FEU. They're up by 3-8-5 in set number 3.
Falcons waiting and warming up, stretching up and getting ready for their upcoming match against the Lady Eagles of Ateneo. That's going to follow after this match. And the Ateneo Eagles this time running and getting warmed up also. And these two teams in the hunt. And they're right in the middle of the pack, actually. And so far, they're in a great position to make it to the Final Four. And these two teams, FEU and NU, falling a bit behind in the team rankings. Ateneo or FEU 3-3, and etong NU is 1-5, trying to stop that 5-game losing streak after winning their first match against UP, the only match that they've won, as Byron with back-to-back errors.
Service, Eulalio.
Again, giving away a point to FEU. Now it's a 4-point lead for the Lady Tamaraws.
9 serving 5. Winneth Eulalio. Aganon in the middle, blocked.
That goes
And this
into
time,
the net.
Byron a little too low on the attack.
Serving 5.
Now we've seen 3 attack errors coming from Byron. And this time she hits it into the net. She had the right thing in mind. Bring it down the line, having C as the shorter blocker. Pero she just had it go straight into the net.
Now, in stark comparison to sets number 1 and 2, ngayon mas maagang humihiwalay itong FEU with a 5-point lead early in set number 3. C through the middle. Nice dig by Pablo. Here comes Byron on the other side. No blockers. And no points as well, as that was too long for NU.
Wow. What is happening to Byron?
Substitution.
That was an open block. No blockers right in front of her. It was a clean lane.
But that parang,
missed it.
Parang, konting-konti lang. Ano, gubuk lang yata yan.
Service,
Now she gets a
Eulalio.
rest as
In comes number 18, Jelaine Kawikaan for National University. Now it's a pretty tall front line for NU here, as you see some substitutions also made. Bitan will come in for FEU, pero in the front at the net for NU, you have Kawikaan and Dadang.
Serving.
Two very tall players.
But the
That
ball
goes
dropping right in front of both as they were still trying to position themselves when the ball came back from FEU.
12.
Doble na
36.
ang output ngayon ng FEU
Winbagan.
sa NU.
Yeah.
12-6, set number 3.
Early separation here from the Lady Tamaraws.
Nice serve. That was all that Salibad could do with a reception like that. Ito, malakas na naman yung reception ng NU. 2 free balls given to FEU. Here's Kawikaan on the attack. Yes!
Kawikaan scores her first point.
Kawikaan finally getting a point on the board. And this was against 2 blockers. But, you know, there's a huge hole in the middle of the FEU defense.
Kawikaan.
Hindi naman laging kailangan power, as we always say.
7 serving 12. Vargas.
Nice attempt there
Vargas off the block. 13.
from the libero.
Galang for NU. She was right there.
Ayun, no?
Kinapus lang ng
That's
konti,
right.
ano?
A bit late in her first step.
Captain Giselle C for FEU.
Nice short serve. Nice serve from Giselle.
2 touches called on.
Doing that in purpose, really targeting
14-7.
that zone on the floor to make it harder for the setter of the opponent
C.
to set the ball. Let's see if she still brings it there. This time, she brings it to the outside.
Wala nang tao doon.
That's really difficult for the setter. Ang layo nun eh. Outside.
8 serving 14. That's one of the things that separates FEU from NU in this game head-to-head. Ano? The fact that FEU can always get a solid, good first touch. That reception, first
Malaking
reception,
bagay yun.
ang ganda palagi as compared to NU. Palaging humahabol si Salibad and she almost always, 50% of the time, underhand yung kanyang set because hinahabol niya yung bola no, from
That's
the
true.
first touch.
Kasi si Nepomuceno, ito, baka pumunta na sa back row. Very limited touches pa rin. They haven't maximized the rotation that Nepomuceno is in front.
So Desiree Dadang up to serve right now after that service error of FEU. They're getting some easy points, some free points, talking about NU, but they just can't seem to string up a series of points together.
It's out.
Well, here's a 2-point run for NU. They're within 5. Gwyneth Eulalio with an error there. Sorry, Doc.
Well, she brought it to the outside. Again, bothered by the double block. Matangkad na naman tong front line ng NU. Pablo, Nepomuceno, and Aganon.
That tip too high by Vargas. Nepomuceno fires one in. That's picked up by the defense. Better floor defense this time by NU. Joust at the net. Won by Gwyneth Eulalio of FEU. It's a 6-point advantage now by the Lady Tamaraws. 16-10 over the Lady Bulldogs in set number 3. National University Lady Bulldogs mounting a little bit of a comeback here, but the defense of FEU, we've talked about it the entire match so far, and it's been solid, whether on the floor or at the net, and that's given fits and tons of problems para dito sa Lady Bulldogs.
16-10. Kaya Nepomuceno making a late entry in that second set. Still hasn't been much of a factor.